Hey guys, how is everybody today? Who was out of work and had kids
Not me.
today? Who was at home all day, hanging out on yet another Monday since the new year started? That would be me. We have not gone to school one single Monday this whole year. I never thought I'd say I'm ready to go back to school on a Monday. Like, I'm ready to have that routine. I just need my routine. Okay, so check out what I've been doing. I don't know if you can see this. This is what I bought. I bought the kids for Christmas. It's a Harry Potter puzzle. We normally like putting puzzles together. This has 1,000 pieces, and usually the kids will help me. And I was like, oh, this one will be easy because it's like all the different houses, and so there's the different colors. And no, this one is like the hardest puzzle I've ever put together. So I've been getting it done. If you can see, I've got a decent bit of it done, but that is what I was doing today in between kitchen cleaning and laundry and kids and our puppy, which, by the way, all the puppies, except for one that we decided to keep, all the puppies found wonderful homes. So thank you guys that helped us out with getting those puppies rehomed. All right, so tonight we are going to be talking about why you might want to be, or why anyone would want to be a part of an MLM. We've sort of been talking about MLMs, like we talked about what they were, which they are not a pyramid scheme. Remember, they're legit, they're for real. And we talked about last week kind of how they work, how they're structured, and how, you know, you could make money through an MLM. So there are so many different reasons that people would want to be a part of an MLM. Honestly, there's probably thousands of different reasons, but we're going to cover a few of the most probably common ones today. Because there's so many people, you've probably noticed, I mean, so many people are starting up their own business. They are, you know, coming out with products that they're trying to sell, and drumming up their, you know, launching their stuff and putting their stuff on Facebook. And people are like, what in the world is going on? So let me tell you why. These are some of the stories I've collected over the last several years that I've been in an MLM. But, you know, sometimes it just boils down to someone needs some extra income. Not necessarily full-time income, but they might need something extra. Maybe they want to go on a vacation and they just really want to make some extra money. So they get into the MLM. Maybe they were already a part of it in the first place, but they weren't really being serious about it. And they realized they could make, you know, a few $100s a month, and they could put that away towards a vacation that they wanted to take the next year. That's actually pretty common. People do that just to make some side money. They call it their side hustle. So yeah. Hey Nicole, how you doing, girl? Love you. All right, so that's, I mean, you know, that's something that people can do. If you were involved in an MLM and you're just doing it like on the side, you're not doing it to pursue like full time, then you don't have to work like as much. It's just kind of a little when and where you want to do your business. So it's pretty fun. Sometimes people get into it because they actually really love their products that the company sells, or they love the service or whatever, and the more they work their business to promote those products and to sell those products, the more income they can make so that they can order those products. So raise your hand if you are getting your orders paid for every single month because of your MLM. That's me. I love my company's products. I love them. There are things I can't live without. My family needs them. And because of the work that I do with my company, yep, that's right, Nicole, all of my orders are paid for. that's amazing. Like, I love that. And it's kind of cut down on our grocery bill, because some of the things I used to buy at the grocery store, I get paid for through my MLM. So like, it's awesome. Anyway, I won't go into that right now. That's one of my reasons. I like that. Sometimes people just want to be a part of a community. When you get into an MLM, it's not really like, you get hired at an office and you have all these coworkers that you have to get to know and you have to learn to get along with. When you join an MLM, usually you're going to have a support system, if you're in a good one. And you're going to have people that are like over you, and you're going to have people that are around you, and you're going to have people that are under you. And as you work with those people and you get to know their stories and you get to hear how they're running their business and stuff, you really begin to bond with people. And most MLMs, most of them have some kind of charitable cause that they support. I know ours goes and helps rebuild places that have been devastated by natural disasters, like in Nepal with the earthquake, and they help people get out of trafficking situations, and they help people, like in Ecuador, they built a school. This is so cool. I love this story. They built a little school in this little village that had nothing, and they've staffed it, and they've built it, and all this stuff, and finally, like, the first little class of children graduated like last year. It was just so cool. So sometimes people just want to be a part of something bigger. They want to be a part of community. They want to be a part of, something greater than what they could ever do just on their own. So that's another reason. Sometimes it's people that actually need full-time income. So yeah, and you're right, Nicole. Young Living, which is my company, Young Living is pretty amazing with all the stuff they do around the world for others. But sometimes people need a full-time income, right? Maybe they lost a job. Maybe they're in between jobs. I don't know. Maybe they just can't make their, payments every month. They can't cut it. And so they need some kind of substantial income. MLMs are actually really awesome for that, because you can go as quickly or slowly, you can go at your own pace, however you want, through the ranks. And that is available for anyone that's willing to do the work, anyone that's willing to put in the time and learn the skills to be really good at an MLM. Anybody can do it. You don't need the credentials, you don't need a degree, you don't need any kind of past experience. You just need determination. You need a lot of willpower. You need a lot of motivation. We're going to talk about that next week. So, some people just need that full-time income. Some people are preparing for the future. Some people, maybe they don't have a great retirement set up. Maybe they don't have a wonderful trust fund waiting for them, when they retire. Or maybe, they're like my age, which I won't tell you how old that is, but I'm old enough to be looking retirement in the face and going, and I'm like, okay, what's going to happen here? How are my kids going to get through college? What about cars when everybody's ready to drive? And what about cars when mine, that's, starting to get on the older side, what's going to happen? Like, seriously, all these things. Some people are preparing for the future. And what's cool about MLMs is that you can actually have this residual income we talked about last week. It's where, you build your organization, and the deeper it goes and the more the people order, and your organization grows exponentially. And sometimes you can take a break and you don't have to work. Maybe something happens, and you have to take a month off or something like that. You still have money coming in. You still have a check coming in, because you've got these other people that are all in your organization, and it all filters up. So that residual income is very, very enticing to someone who is no longer necessarily able to work. If you build your business big enough, you can still work. You can work, from home, from your phone, from your computer and stuff like that, and you still have that residual income. There's also something called willable income, which means that basically if something were to happen to me, then whatever residual income continues to come in through my business it gets willed to whoever I designate it to. May or may not be the people in my house after today. I don't know. I might write them out of my will. So, you know, guys, listen. There's so many reasons that people would want to be a part of something like an MLM. It's a great opportunity. It's definitely non-traditional, but it's something really cool. I mean, here's the thing. We're taught, you know, I mean, most of us anyway, you go to school, then you go to college for 4 years at least or something, you get this degree. How many people are in debt still from their college degrees, or they went on and got master's degrees, specialist degrees, doctorate degrees, and you incurred this like huge amount of debt. And our society just doesn't even bat an eye. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know. I'm saying, like, how many people have these degrees and have the debt to go with it, right? And you're hoping that it all balances out because you're hoping that those degrees push you higher into your career, your field, whatever, so that you can pay back those loans and then hopefully make, you know, the good money on top of that. And a lot of times people are well on into their middle ages before they ever see the return on those investments. So an MLM is kind of, it's still what we call a 4-year career. I mean, you have to put in the work. It is not like get rich quick, but it's a smaller investment up front, and you can do it without going into debt. I promise you, I have. I'm not in debt. But it's just different. It's not traditional, and that's where people have a little bit of a hang up with it. So, you know, for whatever the reason that you get into it, there are a few things that you need to know about it. If you've ever done a personality color test, there's 4 colors. There's red, there's yellow, there's blue, and there's green. We'll talk about personality tests in a couple of weeks, but I am yellow, which means I'm a person that likes relationships, and I like to take care of people, and I like to make people happy, and I don't like conflict. But the second color that I am is blue, and blue is fly by the seat of your pants, and that's me all the time. I really like to think that I'm a planner and an organized person, but in truth, I'm not. And so when I started my MLM, I was just like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I had no idea what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning a lot as I go. But yeah, looking back, there's some things I wish I did know before I got started. So that's what we'll talk about next week. So come back and see me next week, and we'll kind of hash that stuff out. And then the week after, there's a fun Monday in the month. There's an extra Monday. And so, yeah, hey, Rebecca, good. That's a yellow blue. We're the best, by the way. We're the most fun, and we're the sweetest. Nobody wants to fight with us. Okay, so come back on next Monday, and then the following Monday we'll do some personality stuff, okay? I need somebody to come turn off this other phone if you're in there. Brandon.
What?
I've got these 2 phones going, like 2 different things going, and so he gets over there and he forgets. It's okay. I'll turn it off myself. I just need you to come turn your phone off.
Oh.
Thanks.
All right.
Anyway, next week I'll have the dismount from the videos done a little bit cleaner. I won't have to be flagging him down. All right, I will see you guys next Monday. Peace.